It is 5:40, and as the world is seeing an increase in Omicron cases, some organizations are still suffering the impacts from the start of the pandemic when we had lockdowns. And our Brooks Slack is live in Williamson County to fill us in.
Yeah, good morning, Dave. Well, can you believe it's been nearly 2 years since we started wearing these face masks? And organizations like Caritas Family Solutions, which is the largest provider of foster care services in Southern Illinois, is still feeling some of those impacts. So joining me again this morning is CEO Gary Hilsman. So Gary, I know one group of people that you mentioned are really feeling these impacts are parents.
Thank you, Brooke. As the pandemic wears on, and as you see in a lot of media reports, families are experiencing depression, anxiety, and a variety of things. Even in recent weeks, the Surgeon General has mentioned the mental health crisis that children have in America and the lack of resources for them. And certainly that's true in Southern Illinois. And so as we engage our families that we serve, taking care of some of that ongoing anxiety around the pandemic, which is true for all of us, right? We're all getting kind of tired of it, but for some families, the stress of being essential workers or other things along those lines can add up to different problems, whether that's mental health issues or substance abuse issues or relationship issues that people might experience. Yeah.
And I know that you guys have your counseling and intact family services to kind of help with some of those issues, but some of your programs are not government funded, and with lack of fundraising efforts, that's another issue that you guys are having throughout this pandemic.
It's harder for us to get out into the community to go in front of groups because groups aren't meeting as much, to explain the services that we provide and the help that we need in serving families. So you're right, fundraising gets a hit. We try to make it through a variety of ways, through social media and other things, but still it's harder. It's much better to be out in the community, but because we can't, it does suffer, and so we do look for the support from the community, whether or not we're there in the community talking to folks, in order for us to help the families that are in need across Southern Illinois.
Well, we are going to be talking about ways people at home can go ahead and help Caritas Family Solutions a little later on in the show. We're also going to be talking about some other challenges that you guys are seeing, including, that workforce issue that a lot of businesses and organizations are having, as well as, some volunteer opportunities as well. So that's coming up later on in the show. But for now, back to you in the studio.
Fog, a big problem all across Southern Illinois and beyond, especially there in the boot heel of Missouri as well. Good morning, friends. It's 5:42. I'm meteorologist Jason Lindsay in for Nick. Let's get started by taking a live look outside. It's hard to see because of that fog. This is live on Carbondale, and the fog